It's Polyama, and we have another manga haul slash anime haul video. And just like last week, I am trying out a new layout. So we will see which one I prefer. So let's start. First up, we have Haven't You Heard? I'm Sakamoto. I have Volume 1 and Volume 4 here. And I actually already have 2 and 3. So this is now complete. Sakamoto is just 4 volumes. So there's that. New volume of Happiness by Shuzo Oshimi, person who did Flowers of Evil. Flowers of Evil is an amazing manga. I haven't started Happiness yet, so I can't comment on it. But this cover actually looks amazing. It almost looks like Junji Ito style, especially with the way the eyes are drawn here. Looks really good. Next up is a Japanese manga. It's called Worst. This is just the first volume of it. And it is in Japanese. I was at my local used bookstore, and it was like $4.75. It looks really cool. You know, I've always wanted to pick up reading Japanese, and what better to use as practice material than just a shonen manga? And I'd rather read something like kind of interesting and new than just like Get Naruto or something. So there's that. We have Karikano, Volume 3. I already had 1 and 2. So now I have Volume 3. I'm not sure how far it goes, but every little bit matters. Next up, we have something pretty cool. It's Paranoia Agent Volume 2. And this is out of 4 volumes total. And I already have this. And what is this? This is a bootleg copy of Paranoia Agent. You can get these on eBay for like 10, 15 bucks. You can tell it's a bootleg because it has that FX logo in the corner. All the bootlegs I have basically all have that. And Paranoia Agent is like mad out of print. There's no way that like if you ever see Paranoia Agent for like 10 bucks and it's like on eBay and not sold, like it's a bootleg, bro. So yeah, like it was there. It was like it was about 10 bucks, and I was pretty sure it was real. Number one, because it had like an actual like company that I've heard of on it. It's the same company that licensed Serial Experiments Lane as well. So not a no-namer. I have several things published by them, and it just looked a lot more real. You know, it's even got a little sleeve inside. On the back side, it has the release schedule. So I guess that's how old this is. January 11th, 2004 is when this came out. And one day, I would love to have the full thing. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but if it does, I'll be very happy because this is like one of my top 10 anime. Get this bootleg out of here. And lastly, but mostly, we have something special that I've been looking for forever. Cat-Eyed Boy, Volume 1 and 2. So that's just the complete series. It's by Kazuo Umezu, the guy who did The Drifting Classroom, and a couple other horror manga. This guy is kind of like the parallel to Junji Ito. Like, when you talk about like horror manga, you talk about Junji Ito and Kazuo Umezu. Junji Ito's a lot more mainstream, and his stuff's easier to get. But this guy's been around, I don't know how long, but he's been around long enough, and his stuff is like pretty wild looking, just like Junji Ito's. Like, look at that. Like, it's definitely a different style than Junji Ito, but it's still really interesting, and I love the genre. So whenever I can get good horror stuff, even if it's like comedy horror, I love it. So that's all I got. Tune in next Friday for more stuff.